Welcome. This is our Tuesday night segment of In the Know, where we talk about what is going on all around us, as well as what is happening right here in our own community. So please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Follow us on our YouTube channel and stay with us as we continue to keep you in the know. So we're going to jump right in tonight and talk a little bit about community. The Midwest United presents the greatest of all time beauty and barber battle coming up November 28th at 6 p.m. So we have with us tonight in the studio two guests. We have Mack V, who's the founder and CEO. We also have with us Mr. Gary Edwards, who is the CFO and organizer. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Hey.
Welcome. Glad you have us.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us. How y'all doing?
Oh, always.
Yes, amazing.
Absolutely. So we're gonna jump right in, and I have a question to start us off. So this greatest of all time, Midwest United. Explain to me how Midwest United got started. How did you guys come up with the concept?
So, Midwest United was something that we created to expound on the community and bring everyone together as one. It originally started off from charity events based out of Mack Barber Lounge, the barbershop in Glenbrook Square. And we're trying to take it further and start doing community events, whether that be fashion shows, beauty competitions, and we see it as a way to unite the city. So we're looking to take it even further than just uniting the city and bring the whole Midwest in. But right now it starts off in Fort Wayne. So Midwest United was really established just to bring the community together even more.
Wow.
Wow, that's good.
Hey, now, I'm in the industry, so we definitely got history, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So my question is, what gave you the audacity to even think that you could unite this industry? And I say that because, we have the industry or the reputation in the industry of being cutthroat, so to speak. So what made you think you could unite this type of industry? And I'm talking about beauty. I'm talking about beauticians, barbers, nail techs, all of them.
Yeah. So I don't think it's an impossible task. I think that people just need to be showed a different way to do things. So initially, what gave me the audacity, I'm gonna quote you on that, is that I just been real good at bringing people together. My barbershop, I have 4 different languages in my barbershop. I always tell everybody I brought all of the nations of the world together because I got such a diverse staff and a diverse clientele. So I think that one of my gifts that the Most High blessed me with was to bring unity to people. So I think that I can do that. And I don't believe in anybody really doing anything alone, but I already know that it's not impossible, So we're looking forward to bringing everybody together and giving everybody a different perspective on the industry and how we can go about doing things to unite everyone and make everyone win.
You know what? I love that. And Jill, before you say that point, I just want to say this because being in the industry myself and actually doing shows, I can tell you, Mark, that I think what is so exciting for me about this is seeing somebody work together, because forever working alone just with my mom and dad next to me, it was so hard. And all I ever wanted was for somebody else to catch on, catch the vision and say, let me help you. And then so a couple people stepped up and, I was able to do shows with some people in the past. That was amazing. And so, of course, when Midwest United comes to the forefront, now I'm real excited, So I just want to say kudos to you for the vision, you and Gary, for working together and then out there reaching out for other people to come alongside of you. And so I'm excited about this.
And if I could take the opportunity just to take it one level deeper for Midwest United and the overall vision and goal that we see here in a young man like Mark when he sees this vision, is that we're using the vehicle as the beauty industry. Mm-hmm. Okay. But Midwest United is more about uniting, whether it's under a flag of male, female, different color. It's about uniting overall. So he has the audacity not to only take on that challenge in the beauty industry, but the audacity to take on that challenge in the city as a whole, from the north side of Fort Wayne to the east side to the west side. And that's why I'm involved with his vision and trying to organize it.
Yes.
So thank you guys for kind of putting this on the stage, because giving us the opportunity.
Love that.
No problem. No problem.
And we want to say thank you. I want to say personally thank you to Veronica, because you played a big role in this as well, whether you know it or not. Because when I was a young barber, still in barber school about 7-8 years ago, I entered one of your competitions and I won. And I was up against some of the best professionals in the city while I was in school. And it just really elevated my mind state and made me really appreciate my craft and want to take it to another level. So you played a very large role in me being inspired to do events like this.
Well, thank you.
That's
That
awesome.
was exciting. Yes.
So I want to take it back just a little bit. I know that we, Neutral Voices Media Group, will be at this event. But for those who don't know, when they walk into this event, what can they expect? What are they going to see? So let's talk a little bit about the actual event itself.
Okay, so the event, when you walk into this event, I'll explain it like my creative director explains it. It's going to be an experience that you can walk away from and continue to appreciate that you had a night out, especially with the pandemic that's been going on, giving people an opportunity to join and just kind of let go during the busiest season of the year. Sometimes you really don't have a way to let that energy out. And in our generation, sometimes it come out in the wrong way. So we want to provide a venue to where they can take that energy that they have and be able to share it with each other, have a good night. What unites Fort Wayne more than looking good? This is what this industry has done for us through this pandemic, okay? No matter what, you found your barber, you found the person that colors your hair, you found that person, and you heard worldwide with that being a challenge across the whole U.S. So that's what we want to do is, number one, we want to pay homage to them. Number two, we want to bring them to the forefront, and those people that's out there continuing to do it through schools and things like that, we want to give them a platform to say, hey, this is my business, this is what I do, and this is what I would like for you to indulge in.
Yes.
So you can expect to see people from the community doing their thing, whether it's Lash Tech, whether it's somebody with a clothing line, maybe somebody, we got Laced as one of the pop-up shops. They're the new shoe store in the mall. So you can really expect to see everybody in there that's thriving, doing their thing, taking advantage of the opportunity, all coming together as one. We plan on doing a tribute to Miss Link, who recently passed. And she's the owner of Chosen Christian, and she played a big role in the community, in the beauty industry, because a lot of barbers got their license at Chosen Christian.
That's right.
So
that's right.
we really just looking to, put everybody in a position where we can all get our recognition.
Yeah.
I respect that. I'm glad y'all did. That's a lot of respect for that.
Thank you.
What I like too, Gary, just thinking about you coming from New York and being in I'll say not Mayberry, I don't want to say that, but in Fort Wayne, because we trying to get on the map for real. And I'm just saying, not with negative things. So we trying to I'm talking about from the beauty industry perspective. You know how Detroit is known and at one point for hair, etc. Atlanta's known for hair. And a lot of times they sleep on Fort Wayne, and we have a lot of talent in Fort Wayne. So I'm excited about that in itself. But Gary, I want to talk about the energy you bring to the table too, with the whole collaboration effort, because sometimes big city moves in a different way. So what do you see as far as the difference and the challenges? I know we had a conversation and you shared a couple things with me. So what do you see as some of the challenges you're faced with during this?
So I'm going to tell you straight out, don't sleep on my city of Fort Wayne.
Okay. Okay. Don't sleep.
I'm in Fort Wayne by way of New York City, and I'm always be New York City, Brooklyn at heart. Okay. But it molded me to be able to jump into these type of venues, because no matter where you go, I'll tell you, hood to hood, the hood is the same. Okay, the cultures are going to be the same. The challenges are the same. So I always tell everybody in Fort Wayne that says, hey, I'm trying to get out of Fort Wayne, I'm trying to do something bigger. I tell them, hey, this is really a good market for you to test yourself out, because it's a cold world out there.
It's an open market.
It's an open market. Fort Wayne provides all the things that you need to do to be successful if you have the right mindset. If you take a look at the recession, Fort Wayne came out leagues ahead of other states bordering, I would say, Ohio and Michigan. Fort Wayne is doing it big. There are a lot of challenges here in Fort Wayne because it's so small. Because you're gonna go to Walmart and see the people that maybe is in the same business as you, and they may take it wrong. And what I'm tied to is from New York is it's a melting pot. It takes a team. One person's not gonna succeed. I have multiple people that have my back in New York, enough to say, hey, get out of New York. You're too much for the fast life. New York is too fast and you indulge too much. Coming to Fort Wayne, it was the same opportunities here. But the Lord works in mysterious ways. I was able to make my way to Mark V, see positive things. And the challenges that I see here is the things that he's looking to overcome. Midwest United means that no one is excluded, not based on class, not based on race, not based on religion, not based on anything, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
And to have him with me in that war in Fort Wayne where everybody wants to be excluded because of maybe age. There's a big age gap. I can't party with this one. I can't go to an event with that one because of the way they do at this age. Well, if I can show that between me and Mark, this partnership is happening. I take some of the lessons that I learned growing up in New York. Fort Wayne provides the avenues for everybody to get what they want out of it if they're genuine about it. And that's what Midwest United is all about.
Nice.
Right. I see here that it says the registration, the deadline is actually tomorrow.
Yep, we've pushed it back to the 15th.
Okay.
So we're looking to make sure we give everybody the opportunity to try to chime in where they can, whether you're a vendor, whether you want to compete in the competition, or you just want to jump up on that stage and say, hey, this is my business, and you guys take a look at it. It's going to be pushed back to the 15th for anybody that wants to contact us at the number, get a hold of us, and get registered or just get some more information at this point.
Gotcha. And before we move any further, where can someone find information about you? Do you guys have a website? Do you have a social media page?
Yes, we do have a website. You can find us on at midwestunited.com. And we also have an email, FW Fort Wayne, FW midwestunited at gmail.com. And we recently started a Facebook page, so you can find us at Midwest United on Facebook. And we're looking to hit every avenue that we can. It's still fairly new, but right now those are the best places to reach us. And if you have the flyer, which I know we got the flyer circulating right now, we got 2 numbers on the flyer, and you can reach us and ask any questions. We're always by our phones.
Right, that's cool. That's cool. What's up, fellas?
Wow.
Can I ask a question?
You sure
I'm
can.
gonna ask this question to Doc V,
Okay.
and it should start some good conversation between the entire panel plus our guest.
Okay.
Doc V, you was in the city,
Yeah.
and when you're doing these shows, what is your greatest task of getting people to support, come out, and also be a part of?
That is the greatest task. And I
agree.
I think the thing is people have to stop trying to figure out who's doing it a lot of times and just support it. If it sounds good, they just have to support it. And one of the things that I found challenging and heartbreaking was the fact that I knew people that would get in their car, drive to Chicago, drive to Atlanta, get flights, hotel, spend thousands literally to do pretty much the same thing. I mean, I know people that would just go to a barber competition and that's it. They're going to go spend $500 on the hotel, the rental car, etc. So when you see your own people, your community, and those closest to you, they'll do that and they'll go way out. But a lot of times you got to, almost beg somebody to purchase a ticket to come to your event and to support you. Sometimes it's heartbreaking. At the beginning, that's what I had. And then as I continued to do it, people start trusting the process, and they trusted that they would have a good time, or they heard rumors that it was awesome. And so that helped me. But that was the challenge, just, hoping that people would get over themselves and let go of that envy and jealousy that's in the community for no reason. And it's not just in our community, but I'm saying that's what I had to experience. So that was the challenge.
And I could agree with that, because I do music events and shows, and just having people buy into the vision where they'll go and do other things. But my question is, for the gentleman is, I love your spirit and you're connected. You seem like y'all work well together. Mm-hmm. And I commend you, and I pray that it succeeds further. But how do you block out that outside noise, though? That negativity, the people that tell you can't or it won't work here. How are you able to maintain your spirit and your work ethic with that outside noise?
I've always been one to endure a lot from middle school through high school. So it really don't affect me. I kind of get off by the negativity. It kind of pushes me further, honestly.
Yeah. And for me, I think the way that it works for us is if you know what the yin and the yang is, it balances things out.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And me and Mark is the yin and the yang. He is a person that's going to say it can be done. This is the final where we're going to end up at, and let's go do it today. Let's leave here right now and take the steps to do it. I'm a person that's going to put it down on paper. I'm going to say, this is the timeline. This is how we have to do it. It's not going to go as planned, but guess what? As long as he continue to push it to get to that line, we get there. And then at the end of the day, I'll tell you something that I did learn from New York is that you don't let the outside noise get between you, because you always have that connection. You can sit down and say, let's go do lunch. Let's talk. Let's take a ride. Let's talk about what we're hearing. Let's talk about where you're misbalancing things, where I'm misbalancing things, whether it's an image, whether it's financial, whether it's somebody that says this person's involved and I don't want to be involved, those things that Veronica talked about. Mm-hmm. And how can we go at it together, attack it from two fronts, and get it out the way? That tends to keep the noise down.
So I always say communication rules the nation. So that's the best vehicle that we can find, when it comes to events like this and all around just things that bring people together. It's communication. If you communicate, you can make it happen.
Yes.
That's right. I love that.
And we work with quality people. I got to thank the team that we've been working with.
Yeah.
And I'm not the best with names and name dropping, but I'll tell you, our core group that we're working with Midwest United, again, Miss Veronica giving us all of the support, the guidance, everything that she has in the game that's really helping us out to guide us through things. We're working with veterans that's giving us the feedback that says, hey, just be credible in what you do. Make sure you're genuine in what you do, and we're going to be a part of it. So we're working with the younger crew. We got Ken Seri that's going to be hosting. Kelly Hicks has been huge with helping us out with things. I just heard somebody mention they seen a flyer for somebody that contacted us today. So I know there's names that I haven't mentioned yet, but we have an awesome team, and we have an awesome core that's going to continue to hold Midwest United together. So thanks to all of them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Nice
I agree. And with that, you touched on it, but we want to know a little bit more. Today we hear about the GOAT competition. What is the future goals, or where do you see Midwest United in the next year, 2, 3 years? What are your goals? What are your ultimate goals?
I think we see Midwest United spreading through the community and all around, just giving everyone a positive way to go about bringing people together. I know it's something that we're going to continue to push. We plan on doing plenty of charity events. We're going to be throwing a winter solstice toy drive at Glenbrook Square in the mall. We haven't picked a specific date, but it's probably going to be around December 21st. And we really just want to really tap into the community. And like Gary said earlier, every age. We want to touch every age. Diversity is big for us because we want to show people it's bigger than the color of your skin or your gender. So I can see Midwest United really taking this to a whole nother level to where it helps evolve the city's consciousness when it comes to unity.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got one question, and I told you I warned y'all beforehand, and I'm gonna say anything.
Watch out, man! Here he comes.
I gotta ask you a question.
Here he comes.
What levels? Because Mack, I heard you say you were in a competition when you were in school.
Yeah.
So is there a level of professionalism? Because I'm going to buy me some clippers right now. I'm going to Walmart.
You can't get in.
I'm gonna give me some clippers. I just want to know what can I win? I'm just saying, what's the level? But seriously, what is the level of professionalism for barbers and professionals you're looking for?
Right. So I always tell everybody, character over professionalism, However, in order to have true professionalism, or in order to have good character, you have to have professionalism.
Yeah.
So character over professionalism, but in order to have good character, you gotta have professionalism.
Yeah.
So I do believe that it's necessary that, you know, people go to school and people get certified. However, I don't want to exclude anybody that's a barber. And I don't want to exclude anybody that's a hairstylist that built up their clout. So we want to let everybody get involved as much as possible. But I understand, you know, the respect level between the difference of the respect level between the people who are certified and who are not. But there's some credible people who are not certified.
I understand that. So you saying basement barbers could join?
You know what?
You go.
I'm going to buy my clippers.
Mark, you slippery
Basement
slope.
bar.
Warning.
I mean, basement barbers could join.
Well, I'll tell you like
BB
this,
Club.
okay?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'd like to get in there and I'll cut a couple of these cats that's out here now on some real talk. I'm dead serious.
I tell them when those questions come up, shoot them straight to me, because me and you will talk, and before you know it, you'll be in that show cutting some hair, letting people see some stuff.
Hey,
If that's what you want to do.
Hey, I'm just saying.
And maybe enrolling in barber college.
Maybe so.
Okay.
I thought about that.
I think that's why I said basement.
Yeah. I thought about that 25 years ago, and the answer was no.
I think that both of these gentlemen should keep their Fisher Price clippers at home on November
I have a full
28th.
barber set, a professional barber set.
I'm gonna have one by the end of the
Now,
night.
so why you trying to be funny? Yes, my one pair of clippers cost me $150.
Yeah, my daughter might wake up bald head, but I'm gonna be
I got one.
Nowadays.
That don't include the other one.
I done bought a pair of clippers for $428 from Jarrell's barbershop yesterday.
Whoa.
Hey man, you know,
Okay.
kudos on you.
Yes. Look, let's plug Jarrell. What's up, Jarrell?
Hey, what up, Jarrell? Yeah,
Yes.
one of the best barber supplies in the city. He very, very reliable, and he pulls up on
Yeah.
everybody.
Nice.
It's very
Nice.
convenient.
That's nice.
So, you know, I just want to say that through this discussion, I can tell that it's not your first rodeo as far as interviewing. And, you know, something that I noticed during the whole conversation, there's just a couple words that I want to mention that both of you keep mentioning. Involvement, opportunity, positive, unity, community, diversity, inclusion. Talking about that really shows how much you're doing this for your community.
Yeah.
And I just want for you to tell others, there are so many people that are right on the line of something that is their hobby, but should be their passion. So at what moment did you or both of you decide, you know, we're going to take this somewhere? This is no longer something that we are just good at. This is something that we want to take and share. I mean, when did community get involved in your passion? Because that's not always the case.
So I'll start off and I'll let you know. I can tell you exactly. It was about 4 weeks ago for me when I stepped away from my 9-to-5 job that actually has been putting bread on the table for me for the last 12 years. And it was a hard decision for me to make, but I seen that what I was doing wasn't my passion. And when I was dabbling in this with our first event, kind of just consulting with Mark through all of the charitable events he was doing out of pocket and still making it and making other people's lives right. I said, you know what? I think I can find a way to do it. So it's better, like I say, to chase your passion and not the dollar. I'm not chasing money in this. I'm chasing the passion. My days that I'm spending doing this, today was one of the best days we've had. When you say it's not your first rodeo, this man gave an awesome interview at Insight, and when you see it, it's going to go really a long way. So no, it's not his first rodeo. It is my first rodeo. But I'll tell you, when you can actually chase your passion, it just makes you healthy mentally. It makes you healthy physically. It makes you not worry about wanting to hit that alarm clock every morning and really waking up naturally and being able to do what you want to do every day. So I'll tell everybody, chase your passion. And when your passion rewards other people and it pushes your community and you can see the work that you're doing, everything's going to take off naturally for you. So I think that's why we're being blessed right now. And that was a great question. Definitely chase your passion. Don't chase the money. Don't chase the fame or anything like that.
And as far as me, when it comes to, you know, my why or why I'm doing this for the community, I started off in the streets, you know, like I didn't really have no outlet. And when I became a barber, I realized that people appreciated getting cut by me. And their appreciation was shown through what they was paying me. At one point in time, I was pulling up on people doing $5 house calls to build my clientele up just to try to leave my past life behind. And it was people like Gary, like when I'm charging $25, he's giving me 40. And that elevated me. So I felt like it was necessary for me to do something for the community and do something for people because people have taken care of me.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it,
That's nice.
By myself, I can't do much. But with everyone else, I can do everything. I feel very empowered. And I'm at a place right now where I'm so peaceful and so happy, and I'm thriving, and I'm one of the most expensive barbers in the city.
Yeah.
And like that. But I only can be like that because of the people value what I'm doing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
with them valuing me, I value them, and I want to take it a notch further to see, how much more we can build up our relationships and how much further we can go.
Yeah. And you know what? I want to say this real quick when you start talking about your prices, because a lot of times in Fort Wayne, people are afraid to charge a certain amount and they feel like they won't get it, or people might look at them some type of way. And I love that you charge what you feel like you're worth, what you know you're worth. And so one thing I want to say to those people that may be contemplating whether to compete, competition is healthy. And win or lose, people will see you. You will be elevated. Your name will be ringing for days and days and weeks.
Yes.
And if you win, for years, and it won't stop.
Yes.
And the truth is, you are entitled to raise your prices when you start winning competition.
worth.
But you got to
Yeah.
get in them
Know your
to
worth.
win 'em, right? So I just want to
Competition is
say,
a level up.
yeah,
Yes,
there you go.
yes.
Level up. So I just want to say thank you just for being amazing and for even getting in the competition, first of all. Because when you're doing these type of shows, if you don't have the contestant, you can't have a competition.
Right.
And so that's,
Get
so
out there
that's
and do it.
that's half of it. So thank you for doing that, Mark, stepping up and sharing with us your price, that you charge a high price,
Yeah.
encouraging other people.
No doubt.
Well, Mac, it's not a price for me. It is the quality. And if I didn't have a barber, I would, because I'm in Glenbrook a lot. My daughter works in Glenbrook, and you're right off of, right by the fountain, correct?
No, actually, that's my brothers at One Cut. Shout out to Daz, man. He taught me a lot of things. And he was somebody that actually helped me, elevate my skill set.
Okay.
We used to work at Turning Heads together under Mike G.
Yeah.
And he was like a big brother to me, and he sat there with me on late nights and talked to me about personal things and really just help, massage my whole career.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's
But
up.
that's my boy Daz over there by the fountain. We at cat corner to him at the whole other end of the mall
Okay.
by Annie Ann's and Grade A.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we was
Yeah.
gonna ask where you were,
Yeah.
but and you said something, and like I say, the price is not the issue. But my barber is at Dr. V Salon, but he's a young man that was trying to build up his clientele.
All
And
right,
he ended up asking me, do you mind coming to me? So I looked out and I started supporting him. He's a great young man, and he's
Yeah.
doing a thing.
Nice.
And we need to do that, and people need to do that. As Doc V is saying, sometimes you got to support the up and coming so they can be the next Mac V. And they can know that they can be that quality and they can build that. But some people are scared, and a lot of us don't trust the new people. But we got to have faith sometime in those new ones because before they can be the next one, they have to practice.
That's
And I got like a finesse to that situation. That's why I charge so much. I got 13 barbers in my barber shop, and it been times that I done had to cut 15 to 20 heads in a day. So when I raise them prices, people start dropping off. However, they love the atmosphere, so it affords an opportunity for them to go to the other barbers in my shop. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's the finesse right there. As I go up,
And man,
people fall off and they go to my other barbers. So
That's good.
it's full circle, man. Everybody wins as we all rise.
Now I got,
bless you,
Amazing.
brother.
I got a question. Nowadays, all the barbers are going to appointments. Are you appointment or do you still do walk-ins?
I'm appointment only. I'm downtown in the Lincoln Tower and on the 7th floor in Suite 777.
This brother.
So it takes a whole appointment just to get up there.
Just to get up there. huh?
Yeah. For the most part, I'm doing strictly appointments right now. Like I said, for the longest time, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I was in my small shop, I'd come in on a Friday or Saturday, and it'd be a line outside before I even get there. Then I'd be sitting there looking at 10 clients all day by myself. I was able to move to a bigger shop and kind of spread the clients out a little bit more. But it becomes a hassle when you're really busy and booked up to do strictly walk-ins, because you got people who you've been dealing with. And when people been taking care of you, you almost feel obligated to take care of them. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to take care of the people who've been taking care of me. So I have to focus on appointments versus walk-ins and new clients coming all the time.
Yeah.
Right, makes sense.
That's
Well,
good.
Mr. Mack V and Mr. Gary Edwards, we want to thank you for being here with us, for taking this time to talk about the event, and also for doing the event and your community involvement. So as a reminder, November 28th, 6 p.m., you can go to the website for tickets or registration, 260-999-3804 or 260-443-2981 for more information. Again, we want to thank our guests for being here tonight. We ask you to please join us tomorrow at 8:30 as we discuss our favorite subject, relationships. Please remember to like, subscribe, share. Go to our YouTube page and Neutral Voices Network. Have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow.